around this morning, and then another round coming up for this afternoon and evening as well. So here's a look at the current situation. You can see all of that rain and thunderstorm activity spreading northward. It's moving in from the southwest, moving northeast. So those of us up around Lake of the Woods, you'll be last to see this here as we move through the morning hours. But the Southern Valley already rocking with some rain, heavy rain, and some thunder moving through, some gusty winds and potentially some small hail as well initially to start, but some of these storms could ramp up and produce larger hailstones and of course those gusty winds too. So this is the area of thunderstorm activity I've been watching a little bit more between North and South Dakota. Here's Bismarck here, here's Jamestown to give you an idea, and these are moving northeast. We've got a heavier area of rain and thunder pushing into southern parts of Stutsman County, and then this whole line has kind of grown and developed and stretched out even more as we've gone through the last hour or so. So I'm going to zoom in a little more here and put this into motion to show you where the greater threat happens to be here for at least thunderstorm activity right now in the valley. One area, Fergus Falls. Between Fergus Falls and the Rothsay area, we got a little thunderstorm activity and some areas of some more moderate to heavy rainfall and heavier rain, again, stretching from around Enderlin and then back over through southern parts of Barnes County and back through Stutsman County. And that's the area we're watching for the more significant hail and the wind at this point in time. So Fargo-Moorhead, quiet for the moment, but that will be changing here shortly. And then, of course, that will expand farther north. So we're watching out for hail and wind this morning. We've got warm and muggy air moving in with this. We've got temperatures into the 50s at the moment in most areas. It's 59 in Fargo and 53 in Grand Forks. And the wind, not too strong as of right now. Of course, where we have the thunderstorm activity, you're going to see those locally stronger wind gusts associated with the storms. So let's get right into the forecast because it's going to be a very busy day today. We have this morning, of course, this round of thunderstorm activity moving through. By 7 o'clock, you can see that stronger storm we've been watching pushing farther north and east, and then more areas of rain and thunder expanding northward and eastward as well. As we move into the 9 o'clock hour, this starts to move farther to the northeast, and at least according to our model run here, some of the stronger storms start to develop a little more south or grow more into places like Richland and back over into Wilkin County and back over to Detroit Lakes that got hit pretty hard last night. You could get more heavy rain and the potential again for some large hail and some strong winds. By noon, most of the severe part of this round starts to move off to the east. We're still getting some rain in the northeast at that point and some areas of thunderstorm activity too. But during the early afternoon and into the midday time frame, we're looking at a relative break starting up. Temperatures are going to surge here heading into the afternoon and evening hours, some 70s to near 80 in the south. Northern Valley, a very much cooler day because you're going to be under the clouds. You're going to have that rain chance a little bit longer into the afternoon, so you won't get that opportunity to warm up with the warm front pushing in. And then here's 7 o'clock. So around dinner time, drive time, you're going to want to start watching the radar again and taking a closer look at conditions here because this is when we start to see the development of those supercell storms and the potential for a few tornadoes, northeastern South Dakota, southeastern North Dakota, large hail, destructive hail, and winds associated with it too. And this will be, for the next few hours into the evening, will be moving through. It will eventually become more kind of merge into more of a line, and that's when the threat changes more to those strong straight line winds that can cause damage. And so this continues into northern parts of the valley and into northwest Minnesota. So that's why your tornado threat isn't as great up north as it is in the south, but you still have that risk for severe. By midnight, this is starting to move on, and then we quiet things down for the overnight hours. So again, we're going to be seeing conditions that are on the tough side here through the next 18 hours, we'll say. Now, here's your storm threat. Again, morning storms. Most of us are under, or all of us are under some type of severe threat, but the greater threat will be in the Southern Valley, and greater threat will be in the afternoon hours too, or rather into the evening for that threat for all types of severe weather coming up here for today. So a very active day, one of our first big severe weather systems of the season. We'll let you know if we have any more of these in the 7-day planner coming up right after this. stormy day today. Severe rounds this morning and again this afternoon and into the evening hours especially. Now heading into the rest of the week, we start to cool things down into the weekend, more into the 60s. I can't rule out a shower or two, but overall we're looking a lot quieter heading into the fishing opener this weekend and feeling more like May again with temperatures back into the 60s. But today's going to be tough.
Yeah, huge swings there. 80 degrees today. I mean, that is a warm one.
And it wasn't long ago we had snow.
A week, 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
something like
pretty
that?
much.
All right, Lisa, thanks for tracking it all.